Now let's go to a story that is making the headlines today. The Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice has released a report on investigations it conducted into the National Cathedral and its frontman, Reverend Kusi. If you look at our website, CHRAJ clears Reverend Kusi of dual identity and financial misconduct allegations. The story says the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice, CHRAJ, has cleared Reverend Kusi of allegations regarding the possession of dual passports under different names. Let's speak to his lawyer, Bobby Banson. He's joined me on the line. He's a lawyer and a law lecturer. You're welcome to Eyewitness News, sir.
Thank you. Well, nice speaking to you on this side.
Thank you for speaking to me on this side as well. Let's leave the other side on that side. Let's talk about this issue that has come up. So the general headline would read that your client has been cleared, except that CHRAJ has said it doesn't have capacity in some other issues and has referenced it to people who have the capacity to deal with it. How are you receiving this news, and how is your client receiving it?
Well, Mara, I believe that we can all accept that we cannot have different facts in respect of a matter. The facts that were alleged by the complainant did not support his allegations with the evidence when it mattered most. CHRAJ has investigated, come to those conclusions. The two most important conclusions that he had two different passports with two different names. It found out that has never been the case. The second conclusion is that he received money for work that he claimed he had done, and the CHRAJ found out that the money was never paid because of work. It was a refund or reimbursement of an amount that was advanced without one single cent of interest on it. So there was no conflict of interest situation that arose. At all points in time, the handlers of the National Cathedral knew that this same person was Kwabena Adu-Gyamfi, was Victor Kusi Boateng. The only other issue is whether or not he has two tax identification numbers, and he obtained them in a manner that was illegal. CHRAJ said they do not have the capacity to investigate that. That is already before the the Ghana Revenue Authority. They are investigating that. Perhaps they will come out with their final findings at a later date. But as it stands now, all the allegations that have been made, none of them has been proven so far.
Was your client heard, though, in the investigation?
Oh, yes. CHRAJ asked for written responses, which we did. Remember, it was Reverend Victor Kusi Boateng, JNS Talent, and the other directors. There were oral hearings with the other directors, not Reverend Kusi Boateng directly. But all the responses that were required by us, we provided it with all the supporting documents. So I would confirm that indeed CHRAJ gave us an opportunity to be heard.
What's the consequence of this decision? Does it then mean that your client is only now known as Reverend Kusi Boateng and not Kwabena Adu-Gyamfi, as was claimed by the Member of Parliament? Or this would simply be an alliance that he uses, which does not necessarily impugn any wrongdoing?
Well, we have always maintained that the proof of identity in our country is either your Ghana card or, with the worst case scenario, your passport. And there's no evidence that he's ever obtained a Ghana card in another name apart from Kwabena Adu-Gyamfi. There's no evidence that he's obtained a passport in another name other than Kwabena Adu-Gyamfi. And so that settles it. And CHRAJ said there was no other evidence before them that he had obtained a passport or any other legal document, be it the Ghana card, in any other name apart from Kwabena Adu-Gyamfi.
How is your client proceeding after this clearance of his name? Are there any actions you're going to take subsequent to the decision by CHRAJ?
Well, he had always knew this would be the conclusion because he knew the truth, and the truth is only one. The truth always stands. You recall that we commenced the defamation suit, which is still pending, based on the allegations that had been made by the complainant, and so I'll not be able to speak into those matters as well as it's still sub judice.
Very well. And in proceeding, the other aspects where CHRAJ said it did not have capacity, would that be an area that you're going to explore further, or because no decision has been taken, you leave it as is?
we have not filed a complaint with any other person. The person who has filed the complaint has the burden to prove and to follow it through. As far as we are concerned, everywhere we've been asked to respond to those allegations, we have provided the necessary documents. And so that ends it for us.
Now, while you are celebrating the CHRAJ victory, there was an earlier decision of the High Court on this same matter. When you weigh the two, which one should we deal with? The High Court decision on the one which Ablakwa seems to be holding as a flag of victory, suggesting that he has ended up being victorious. You also holding on to the decision of CHRAJ. Which one should we deal with?
Well, we are not holding on to any decision as the basis of our client's innocence. The truth and the facts and the evidence in support are there. Like I said, we cannot have different opinions, but there can only be one set of facts. And the set of facts is what has been found and concluded. We didn't go to CHRAJ. And so we are not saying that we needed CHRAJ's decision to be able to clear or, as it were, confirm that our client has not done anything illegal as had been touted by the complainant. In any event, that decision of the High Court is the subject of an appeal. And so we would also not speak into that because it's subject of an appeal pending currently at the Court of Appeal.
Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir.
Thank you for having me.
That's Bobby Banson. He's a lawyer for Reverend Kusi Boateng, who has been cleared there by the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice, CHRAJ. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM.